Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do long-term analysis of Ashok Leyland. Ashok Leyland has very strong presence in commercial vehicle segment with a market share of around 33%. In the medium term, huge demand is expected to come in this particular segment mainly because of the three new policies of the government: vehicle scrappage policy, new emission norms and load limits on the highways. And the huge spending is also coming in the infrastructure segment, which is going to boost the demand for commercial vehicle in the near term. In this video, we are going to cover company's financial performance in the previous year, company's performance in the month of April and May 2018, company's future plan, and company's financial performance in of the last 5 years. My name is Ketan Agarwal, your investment coach. Let's start with the analysis. Let's start with analysis. Before starting analysis, I would like to add 3 points here. This is a long-term analysis. This is not a short-term analysis. So do not take any buy or sell decision based on this analysis. Secondly, this video I am making in English language. A same video I made in Hindi language, link for which I have given below in the description. ये वीडियो मैं इंग्लिश में बना रहा हूँ, इसका सेम वीडियो मैंने हिंदी में भी बनाया है, जिसका लिंक मैंने नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाला है. Third, please subscribe to our channel so that you can continue to watch such videos in the coming future. So starting with content of this presentation. In this video I am going to cover introduction of the company's products of the company's performance in the previous year, company's performance in the last 2 months, company's future plan and the financials of the company. So let's start with the introduction. If you see introduction of Ashok Leyland, Ashok Leyland is the second largest manufacturer of commercial vehicle in India, and it is the fourth largest manufacturer of bus in the world and 12th largest manufacturer of truck globally, and it has a footprint which extends across 50 countries. So this is how the business of Ashok Leyland look like. And if you talk about the products of Ashok Leyland, they have presence in the bus, and now they have electric bus also, which they have already supplied to government in Gujarat, and they have truck, light vehicles and light commercial vehicles basically, and power solutions and defense vehicle. If you talk about a snapshot of the company's performance in the previous year, FY17, that is, if you see medium to heavy commercial vehicle sales volume was 1,02,313 vehicles they sold in the flat market, and the market also, the company's actually there was a growth in the sales by 4%, and the market share of the company is around 33.8%, which is very impressive. And if you say in FY18, the total sales volume is around 1,31,000. So it is a jump from 1,02,000 to 1,31,000 in 1 year. And the truck segment has posted an overall market share of around 33%, which is a very, again, it is a type of record in itself, 33% market share in the truck segment. In the bus segment, there was a bit of loss or decline in the sales of bus. Basically, the company is trying to strategically exit the unprofitable, which is not with profitable segment. They are trying to exit from that particular area. That's what there was a little decline in the bus area. But if you see light commercial vehicle, in which this area the company was not having presence few years back, now they have very good presence in light commercial vehicle, and the market went up by 7.4% with a sales of around 31,000 units in FY17. If you talk about sales in domestic and international market, if you see starting with medium and heavy commercial vehicle buses, around 7% growth was seen from 43,000, around 44,000 to 47,000 in domestic market. In international market, there was a little bit of fall from 12,000 to 11,777, around 500 units was less, around 4% fall. If you talk about medium and commercial vehicle trucks, if you talk about bit of fall again in the domestic market from 2,58,000 to 2,55,000 around. And if you see in export market, there was a very good jump, around 40% jump in the truck segment from 22,900 units to 31,900 units. And if you talk about light commercial vehicle buses in Indian market, bit of jump, around 4% improvement. In the international market, 14% jump. Again, light commercial vehicle truck, if you talk about 7.9% jump. In the international market, there was a bit fall, around 7%, around close to 6.2% fall. Again, if you talk about commercial vehicle in total, 4.2% growth in the domestic market, and if you talk total in international market, around 5% growth in the international market. If you talk about the sales increase in the month of April 2018 versus if you compare it with the sales in the month of April 2017, you will see 78.8% jump in the total number of units, which is around 12,677 units they have sold in the month of April 2018. And if you see the sales of medium to heavy commercial vehicle, it is up by 97.88, around 98% jump in the medium to heavy commercial vehicle. And the unit is around 8,968 units. So very good growth is happening if you see in the medium to heavy commercial vehicle segment. And if you see 45% growth in the light commercial vehicle segment, again very decent. 45% is not bad, this considering the fact that the company was not having presence in this particular area few years back. And the power solution business is growing at the rate of 6%. And there was an increase of like bit around increase in market share in this particular area. Power solution means generators and all, it comes under that. And if you talk about sales, in the increase in sales in the month of April 2018, and if you compare with the if you compare the sales of May 2018 and if you compare with the May 2017, then the figure looks somewhat like this. 51% jump in the total sales from the last year. So current month sales is 13,659 units. If you talk about medium to heavy commercial vehicle, again 69% jump in the medium to heavy commercial vehicle segment. The sales is around 10,421 units. And if you see from compare with the previous month, in the month of April, the sales was 8,968 and now it is 10,421, again good jump from the previous month also. And 10% growth in the commercial vehicle segment, which is around 2,338 units. And if you talk about the future plans of the company is planning for a capital investment of around 1,000 crores in FY18, and mainly it will go under this medium and heavy commercial vehicle segment. And the demand is expected to come because of the reasons I told in the previously, like new emissions norms and vehicle scrappage policy. This type of things is going to increase the demand of commercial vehicle in the medium term. Ashok Leyland has already supplied around 50 electronic bus in Ahmedabad and BTR corridor, and the government has sanctioned 437 crore rupees for the procurement of 390 buses across 11 cities under FAME procurement FAME program. What is FAME? Fast Adoption and Manufacturing of Hybrid and Electronic Vehicle in India. So that is the government new thing is the new program is there, under which the government is going to acquire 390 electric buses, and Ashok Leyland has supplied as of now 50 electric bus to the government. And the demand for tippers is also going up in the eastern India. Mainly there is an increase in the mining work in the eastern part of India, and because of that demand is increasing in that particular area, the company is also going to tap that market very good nicely. And the companies expect EV will be a major constituent in the large part in the future business of the company. It will like they have buses now. They are planning for electric bus in which they are going to use battery swapping technology, in which like if they are doing a round trip, after that the battery can be removed and new battery can be put in 2.5 minutes. And by that time again the bus goes, in that time they can charge the battery. In that way they can run on the like it is a mainly a city, it will be a city bus with a range of around 35 to 40 kilometers. So that type of technology they are going to use in the bus segment, and this is not done by any company in such a large scale. This company is planning to do this in this thing in a very large scale now. And if you talk about the finances of the company, if you see equity of the company is quite constant on equity. It is not raising fund again and again from the market. Reserve of the company has gone up nicely from 2,892 crores to 5,841 crores. Long-term borrowings of the company has gone down 2,737 crores to 1,146 crores, which is a very good sign. Long-term liability of the company has gone up a bit, and fixed assets is quite constant, or it is a little bit down. And if you talk about total current assets of the company, again in the FY17 it is 5736, which is not in a very good ratio with the current liability. Some sort of improvement should happen in this particular area, and the company having little bit of more of current liability, but long-term borrowings have gone down drastically. That is a very good sign. And if you talk about the profit and loss statement of the company, the total revenue of the company has gone up from 12,543 crore in the FY13 to 26,000, more than double in the last 6 years in FY18. And if you compare the growth in the FY17 to FY18, the jump in the revenues around 30%, close to jump in the revenues around 30% in just 1 year. That is a very good sign. If you see in the FY17, if you talk about like FY15, 16, there was a very good in the growth in the revenue also. FY17 there was a bit fall, mainly because of like things like demonetization and all. GST was starting, and because of those reasons there was a bit of fall in this particular in the overall industry. There was a fall. Because of that, the growth is we are not seeing much of growth in the FY17, but FY18 good jump can be seen in the numbers. And if you talk about the cost of material consumed, it was around 60% in the month of in the year FY13, and now it has come down to around 57% in the FY18, which shows that the raw material prices are coming down in this particular area. And the finance cost of the company has gone down from 376 crore to 131 crore in FY18, which is a very good sign because of decrease in the long term borrowings. And if you talk about the profit of the company, it has gone up from 433 crores to 1562, which is around 3.5 times jump. And the profit margin has also improved from 3.45% to 5.9% in the year FY18. And EPS of the company has gone up from 1.56 to 5.34. So improvement can be seen in the numbers of this Ashok Leyland. There is nothing, no doubt about that. There was a bit fall in FY17, but again improvement can be seen in FY18, and a good demand is expected to come in the next 2 years because of new policies of the government, good infrastructure spending. So I'm quite positive in this particular area. And if you talk about the quarter results, revenue of the company, if you see again the revenue the company has, how it is improving quarter after quarter, starting with June 2017. If you see June, there was a bit of fall compared to the March 2017, but again from September again it has picked up. And if you compare FY17 versus FY18 figure, there is a 34% jump in March 2017 to March 2018. And if you compare Q3 and Q4, there is a 23% jump in the revenue. And if you talk about profit of the company, it has gone up from, in the June 2017 it was 111 crores, and now it is 667 crores. Again very good jump. If you compare it with the figures, it is a jump of 48% from the previous quarter, which is a very good jump happening in this particular area as well. Now if you see the graph of the company, if you see the graph, it was going up constantly from 2014 to 2016 when the growth of the company was very good. The graph is somewhat look like this. But if you see in the year 2016-17, there's a bit of fall because of the new things like demonetization, GST, and because of those reasons there was a bit fall was happening in the entire industry, and the companies also suffered a lot. But if you see again from the June 2017 to now, there is again the graph of the company is going up. It is quite up. So again I think because of the increase in the number, improvement in the number can be seen in the after June. So those effects can be seen clearly in the graph of the company. The share price is going up nicely. Now again there is a bit of fall after the Q4 result, but again I am expecting it will start to recover in few time after a bit of correction. And if you talk about the ratios of the company, there again good improvement can be seen in the all the ratios. If you talk about EPS has gone up from 1.63 to 4.42. Net profit of the company has gone up from 3.47 to 6.1 in the FY17. Return on equity, if you talk about, it has gone up from 13% to around 20%, which is again a very good jump. If you talk about return on asset, it's gone up from 3.31% to almost 9%, which is again very good growth is happening in all the ratios of the company. So this is a good improvement is happening in all the areas of the company. So I think I am quite I think it is a stock which I'm not expecting this stock to become a multi-bagger or something, but I'm expecting a decent return from this stock. Like this is something which you can keep in your portfolio in some quantity, not very good high quantity, not very high quantity. I'm not expecting a very risky business, but yeah, this type of business has got lot of external factor which affects the business of this particular company, because this type of companies operate on very low margin because of the competition, but and other thing affects this particular company, like steel prices and all affect this particular companies, rubber prices and all affect this type of companies. So this is a company which you can keep in your portfolio in some quantity, in not very big or not very small, and not too much of risk you should should take. But yeah, it is something which you can keep and expect a decent growth of around 15-20%, and that type of growth can be expected from the company, and in terms of return also. And so that is my opinion, and that is my view of this particular company. So if you talk about like my personal opinion on the in the product line, I will give you, I'm quite positive on the product line. In the performance wise, in the finances, like on the number of units sales wise, I'm quite positive on that particular area. Future plans of the company, I'm again positive. I'm quite positive on the number wise also. I'm quite positive, not a very highly positive, but yeah, I'm quite positive improvement is happening in that particular area. So I'm positive on all those particular area. That is Stockaholic report card. So if you like my video, please subscribe to the channel, and so that you can keep watching in this type of videos in the coming future. And please share and like the video, and I'll see you next week with my new video. Bye bye.